great. Thank you for asking. And what about you, ma'am?
Yes, I'm fantastic. Thank you for asking, ma'am. So, how was your day?
Yeah, my day was quite hectic today because I took almost four session. I was connected with four people, and after that, I was busy in my listening, improving my listening skills because I'm not into the readings. I don't indulge myself into the reading. So by listening, I'm improving my English, my communication skill. So yes, I was as just you dropped that message, I was just listening the my podcast. As I got the message, let's connect. I thought let's connect with.
Okay, great. Yeah, because some many times we decided to do sessions, but we couldn't because
Mhm.
sometimes you are busy, sometimes I'm busy.
Yes,
So
yes,
yeah, so
yes,
finally we are
absolutely.
talking.
Yes, when what there is a saying, "Ja chaha wahira," I think something like that only.
Yes,
When we desire for something, when we desire for something and for some positive things, the positive things comes to you. I was
yes.
looking for a session with you, and now here we are here. Now we are connecting.
Yes. I was also, want to take session with you. So please introduce yourself as I don't know about you much more. I want to know more about you actually.
Yes, sure, sure, gladly, ma'am. My name is Rekha Sharma, and I'm connecting you from the city of Faridabad. And originally, I'm from Uttarakhand. And if you talk about my expertise, then I'm BCom, BA, and CTET qualified from Delhi only. And my fascinating facts of life is my interest, yoga, meditation, and bit into dance. Yes, and I'm living in a nuclear family. I have a twin baby, and that's me all about.
Okay, great. Very glad to know about you, ma'am. And mostly I love your curly hair, ma'am.
Oh my God, I don't like my curly hair, ma'am. Earlier
But
it
I
was
like.
earlier it was not like that. Earlier it was straight. And
Okay.
yes, it is, you can say it is a side effect of medicine because when I got pregnant, I used to take 17 medicine in a day.
Oh,
17
okay. Because of
medicine with,
twin pregnancy.
sorry,
Because of your twin pregnancy.
twin pregnancy. Yes, because of my twin pregnancy, and I used to take injection, three injection in a week, in a day, in a week, sorry. Three injection, and
Oh,
I had to take insulin injection also because that time my sugar level was very high.
okay.
Yes, so you can say my hair and my daughter hairs as we look alike same by the hair.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am, so I would like to know something about yourself. If you please introduce yourself.
Yes, yeah, sure. Thanks for giving me this opportunity. My name is Narinder Kaur Gabbi. I
Mm,
hail from Rampur, UP. As far as my academic credentials are concerned, I'm postgraduate in English literature and I'm
mm.
married and blessed with three kids. Basically,
Oh.
I'm a maker. But
Uh,
before COVID, I used to do some singing programs, especially
mm,
anchoring in AIR Akashwani Radio Rampur. But at
okay.
this time, I'm not doing job. I've left my job because of my little one before COVID. So I was quite free. So I
Mhm.
thought I should improve my communication skills. So these days I'm having interaction with people so that, I can improve my communication skill and I just present myself in a confident way. That's it from my side. Thank you.
That's great, ma'am. Lovely to hear that you are into the, music, I think. Yes, music,
Yes.
and you are hosting. Yes, hosting something like that.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I used
Because
to do anchoring like in Hindi.
anchoring, yes, anchoring,
Yes.
anchoring, yes. Because if I explain my anchoring, experience, though I have only my society experience. In my society, when there is going to any function, then I used to anchor that time. So I have only
Wow.
this I have only this much experience of anchoring, and I love to do anchoring because that time we have to now engage the the audience also. It's very,
Yes.
it was a very difficult task for me that time. Now I'm used of it. So
Yes, but it is not a rocket science, ma'am. We can do actually. If we, practice about it, then we have to speak and this type of thing. We have to announce this kind of thing. So if we will practice, then automatically we will, can do everything.
Yes, nothing is rocket science, nothing is impossible in this world. It's just that you need to take a step, right? You need to take a baby step towards your goal and objective. That's I wanted to know about your journey, English journey, because how when did you start and what kind of pitfalls you have to gone through it. So everything.
Okay. I
Mm,
started my English spoken journey before 6 months,
mhm,
actually. And I was very passionate about to learn this language since my childhood, but I couldn't practice because of my environment. I would say I couldn't get English spoken environment around me at my place, in my college, in my school. So because there was only Hindi spoken environment, because I am from Hindi medium school and I am from government school. I studies on from government school, so that's why it was the reason. Then I couldn't practice this.
mhm,
And earlier I was taking English as a subject only. So,
mhm,
but when I got married and I have to go to the PTM of my kids' school, so that time I noticed a lot of things related to English, like so many whom parents, especially mothers, are speaking flawless English,
mhm,
and they are interacting with teachers only in English. And that time I was not able to speak in English like as I'm speaking with you.
mhm,
So that time I have decided, but I didn't do anything because I was taking it for granted, because I couldn't get the partner with whom I could practice. I used to think then, if I want to practice of this language, so I need partner. But
mhm,
nowadays I am my perception is totally changed now, because as I am watching so many videos, we can do practice of spoken English by
mhm,
ourselves only.
mhm,
Whatever I am practice myself.
mhm,
So and when my kids grown up, so that time whenever I go to the PTM of my kids school,
mhm,
so teachers are fluent English speaker. So I was facing a lot of difficulties while speaking. I have questions, I have queries in my mind, but I
mhm,
don't know how to execute in front of the teachers, how to ask the questions. So I was not fully satisfied with myself. So
mhm,
I decided, actually, I determined. So
mhm,
somehow I have to improve my communication skills. So before 6 months, I started speaking with other co-learner, and
mhm,
one YouTuber suggested me to create a channel so that
mhm,
I can maintain my consistency. So
mhm.
that's why how I started my YouTube channel. So it was my spoken journey. Yeah.
Great, great, ma'am. Great. I would say it's great, impeccable changes in you that how you speak, how you present yourself. That's really amazing to everything when when we speak, it is not all about that what we are speaking. It is how you present it, right? How you behave it, how you carry it. That is a most important part when you communicate with someone.
And we think we always supposed to like that necessity is the mother of invention. If we
Mm-hmm,
really need that, there is a a necessity of spoken English. We are lacking how to improve ourselves, or how to improve our personality. So if we need requirement of spoken English, then after we are immersing ourselves to learn this language.
mm-hmm,
Otherwise we are taking it for granted only.
mm-hmm. Yes,
we
absolutely,
we know
absolutely.
we know that how to reduce our weight. Okay.
Huh.
And without taking oily food, without taking, we can avoid junk food and oily food. We know that how to reduce our weight, but we are not able to do. But
Mm-hmm,
we know the process. As
mm-hmm,
we know the process of spoken English, how can we improve our communication skill? But we are taking it for granted that time.
mm-hmm,
But nowadays, as I am watching videos and I am practicing much, and what difficulties I did face in my earlier time, and I did mistakes, I would say, the areas of my improvement, I would say. So I faced this type of thing. So nowadays I'm not taking this. I'm
mm-hmm,
not revising this type of mistakes. I'm
mm-hmm.
creating some artificial environment around us, around me, uh, Like I try to speak with my husband, with my kids.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
earlier, and I was thinking in my native language. My native language is Punjabi. I used to think in Punjabi language. So I try to think in English only, so that
Mhm.
I can much practice of this language. So these
Yeah.
kinds of practices I am doing, and I am I am feeling a drastic change in my personality. And
Mhm.
as here I was not able to speak like, and as I am speaking with you.
Yes, great, great. As I told you that impeccable changes in you, I can see that. I've noticed that because I've one of the videos I've watched, yours, and yes, I can say that drastic change. Yes, and
Thank
if you, yes, and if you talk about my journey, then how would I start? Then I would say it's been only 3.5 months only. I've just started, and I've created my YouTube channel also. The motive to create the YouTube channel is just that I wanted to elevate my communication skill. I wanted to increase the horizon of my communication skill. And I know nobody's perfect in this world, so do I'm also not perfect, but I want that top notch position right, in English speaking. And whenever I'm getting any topic in front of me, I'll be able to speak on that topic, right,
you.
comfortably, and without using any fillers, and or without using any fancy words, because nowadays there is a trending that most of the people are using lots of fancy words.
But ma'am, you are using very fancy word. You don't
Ah,
know. You are
oh,
using advanced vocabulary.
is
Yes.
it? Oh my
Watch
god.
lot of videos of yours. Yes, I noticed.
Oh, okay. i
Yes.
will I will try, but I think it's not very advanced one. Easily everybody can easily understand, and everybody easily resonate with it.
But nobody can speak like you, ma'am.
My god, it is a compliment or what, ma'am?
No, no, it's a compliment, ma'am. Your English is different, your vocabularies are different. You are using, some fancy word, fancy vocabulary that nobody can speak like you. And I
Thank
love the way you speak. I love the way use this kind of vocabulary in your sentences. And
you.
really,
Thank you.
as you
Thank you
are
so
doing
much,
a
ma'am, for your
wonderful job.
kind words. Yes, the kind words from you, it means a lot to me because it's only 3.5 months. And as I told you that, like you told that you are passionate for this language, so do I. I'm also very passionate. And I have a twin baby, and I started this journey, you can say, after 7.5 years. Now they are grown up, so somewhere I have a hidden dream inside me that I wanted to work on my communication skill, as I told you, and I want that top-notch position or in communication skill. I don't know when I'm going to get it, and how far I will go. I don't know. I just that I took a step, I took an initiative towards my dream, and I'm chasing it so that I can unlock the opportunity towards my career growth.
Okay, great. Very great to know about you, ma'am. Really.
So yes,
Okay.
ma'am, and ma'am, one more question I want to ask you, like
Yes.
what do you do actually to improve the communication skill? Sometimes we don't get co-learners, right? Sometimes we don't have time to connect with the co-learners. So that time, how do you maintain your consistency?
Yeah, as we are getting co-learners with whom we can practice.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes we don't have any partner with whom we can practice. So at that time, it is our responsibility to create this kind of English spoken environment around us. Then we
Mm-hmm.
are, if we are working in the kitchen, so that time I try to speak in English and in a loud way, like okay, now I'm kneading the dough, I'm rolling out the chapati, I'm making this type of dish. My favorite dish is this, and my husband favorite dish is this. Okay, how
Mm-hmm.
can we make this, how can we prepare this dish in a better way? And
Mm-hmm.
these kind of things we can do in our daily basis, and so that we can practice of it and we can think in English only.
That's great, ma'am. Great, great example. You have just mentioned or described here that being a homemaker and being a mother, we have lot of things around us. lot of things that we can correlate with us, that we can frame a sentence on that particular word. We have lot of things if we just look here and there. And what I believe that, ma'am, I strongly believe, whenever you are going to the bed, whenever you are going to the sleep, whatever you have did throughout the
Yes.
day, right, just try to frame on sentences that particular day. That will help you
Yes.
a lot. That will help you a lot. If you don't have any co-learners, any if you don't have any practice session, so you can do your imaginary scenario around you.
Yes, I'm doing actually. I'm doing some imaginary things around me, like if there is a pen or pencil or book. So I'm talking with them, just like a pen. Okay, you are my pen. It's a very beautiful pen.
Mm,
I can write by the help of you. I can write
mm,
any type of things. And earlier I was, writing editorial letters in a
mm,
newspaper also. So
uh-huh.
you are a very precious thing for me. So these
Mm,
kind of things, this kind of talking I am doing with
that,
this type of articles. Yeah.
that's great, ma'am. That's great. So, ma'am, one more question I want to ask you. Now, if the spoken classes is trending, spoken
Mm,
class is trending, that English Yari and clapping and everything. I have
yes.
not taken any classes. I think you also, right? We don't have, I think we don't have, we both, I think we both
Yes.
have not took any classes for the spoken
Yes.
classes. So do you
Mhm.
really think that when we are going to take a spoken classes is really helpful, or is just wastage of time? What is your take on that?
Um, I don't think so. They are, wastes of time. If
Mm-hmm.
we need that, we should take this type of sessions. If we think that we should take this type of classes, so definitely we can go for it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I have watched a lot of tutors or trainers are there who are very fluent English speaker. We can get a good communication skill. We can good command.
Mm-hmm.
They are command on English, so we can learn a lot of things from them. So it's
Mm-hmm.
depend on the learner how can it take, because I watched a lot of videos of English Shari Clappingo, and I noticed that if earlier a learner was not able to speak in English right in a proper way, they were making a lot of mistakes while speaking, framing
Mm-hmm.
sentences, and grammatically, I would say. But after taking English Shari or Clappingo sections, they are able to speak in English. Even they are able to share their thoughts in a right way. So I think it's totally depend on the requirements. If they feel that there is a requirement of taking this type of sessions or coaching, so they can easily take. And it's depend on effort also.
Yes,
English Shari is a, yeah,
yes,
much
it's totally depend on person.
comparative
Yes.
Clappingo.
Yes,
Mm.
it totally depends person to person, how they are
Yeah.
taking, how they are going it and with it. But you know what? Actually, I'm doing it. No, no, I'm not going to disclose it here. This, what actually I'm doing with the English
Told
Yari
me,
and
ma'am, you don't need this kind of session, this kind of coaching, because you are already speaking flawless English.
and no, ma'am, but nobody is perfect in this world. If I wanted to learn something, as I told you, I'm very inquisitive person. I always keep searching for new words, phrases, and idioms. I don't know why, because these phrases and idioms influence me. So that's why I'm using it. Sometimes I feel I'm using, I'm flaunting lots of words, but it's not like that. I'm habitual of that.
Okay,
Now,
so
yes.
I have a, yes, yes, please go ahead.
No, no, please, ma'am. Please, you
Okay.
continue. Huh.
I have feel that after learning this language, and our personality will gleam up more comparatively
Of
earlier.
course, ma'am. Bilkul, ma'am. 100% totally agree with this point because when we learn this language, we get a drastically change in our personality. Drastically. You know, this language is become a worldwide language and globally accepted. In every profession, wherever you are going, the PTM, any profession, this language is required. And if you talk about India, when a person is speaking fluently, right? To other person, what actually other person think? He may be a very intelligent person, that's why he's speaking English. And it is kind of a show off, show off, or you can say flaunt. When we are learning this language, we are flaunting it.
Hmm.
We are flaunting it. We are showing it. So it's come in our behavior, or you can say if, when we are speaking in English, it is our status also. It become a status also.
Yes.
So English is very necessary. Wherever you are going, you need to speak in English. If you are not speaking English, that means you are not good to go. You are not educated person. Sometime I felt that.
Hmm.
So
But
we
it's a
need.
misconception. It doesn't
Yes,
mean that if anybody can't speak in English, then not a knowledgeable person.
yes,
So can't judge.
of course.
But
I'll give you one
otherwise,
example here. My mother. I'll give you one example here. My mother, she's an illiterate woman. She don't know how to speak, how to write, nothing. She just know how to sign her name
okay.
for banking purpose only. But she, when she came to Delhi, my mother came to Delhi, she changed herself. She
O-
don't know the Hindi language. She know only Pahadi language because originally I'm from Uttarakhand. She completely changed her personality. She changed her according to time. But she
Hmm.
don't know English. She know only Hindi. But that doesn't mean she is not a wise woman. She is.
Hmm. Yes.
So language, when it's come to the language, and when it's come to the experience, always experience will be the preferably higher than the language.
Language, yeah.
Yes.
And nowadays, I think speaking English is a skill, not as a subject. It's just
Yes,
like
yes.
a skill. Yes.
Yes, it is a skill. It is a skill, when it's come. वैसे भी if we think that English is divided in two language. One is casual and one is formal language. Formal means when you are going for a mastery over on this language, and casual when we are talking, like
Hmm.
I'm talking to you, when I'm sharing our thoughts, expressions on this language. So English is categorized in two is a casual and formal also. So we need to understand which language actually we have to use, um, formal or a casual. If you are going for the formal, then you need to use some fancy words also, because you are going to influence someone. That time you need some fancy words. Otherwise, when you are having a chit chat, then you can go with the easy language.
Hmm. Yes, you're absolutely right.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Where are your
Anything?
kids?
Sorry, ma'am.
Where are your kids right now? They are
And
sleeping?
no, no, no. They never sleep. In the afternoon, they never sleep. Though they don't take any nap. Even they
Oh,
don't take me. Don't they don't let me to nap. They are outside. I'm in the bedroom and they are in the drawing room. My husband is taking care of them because
okay,
Saturday and
good.
Sunday. Yes, Saturday and Sunday is off for them.
Okay.
So he's looking after. I told them, Don't disturb me because Mama, I was just rushing to the bedroom." He's saying, "Mama, where I know your session." I mean, yes, I have a session. I have to connect. If you have anything, you can ask to your daddy. Because,
Okay.
yes, because I'm going to connect with some auntie, and I was looking for that session with you. So, yes, as I got your message, I said, let's connect with ma'am.
Yes, we have to manage these kind of things actually.
Yes, ma'am, we have to
Well,
adjust.
yes, we have to manage, and all
Yes.
gets managed automatically.
Yes, yes, yes. Over the period of time, you will learn it by your life, your experience, and your mistakes. So that is a life we have to adjust, and we have to go like that only. We can't stop actually ourselves. We keep on
Yes.
moving. We keep on moving. Whatever the hurdles, whatever the constraint is coming, and I would say the life is like a cycle. We have to
Yes.
balance
Yeah.
all the time.
It's a roller coaster, I think.
Yes,
Yeah, up
yes.
and downs are here. Sometimes we are busy, sometimes we have time. So,
Mhm.
so many times I also feel like that.
Yes, yes, yes. So always keep smile and take it as a challenge. When you will
Yeah.
be, when you will
Positive.
have positive, yes, when you have affirmative approach towards life, then you are good to go. You will, handle each and everything in your life with beautiful smile, everything like that.
Okay. Great. So anything else, ma'am, or we should wind up our conversation?
Ma'am, we can wind up. We can just call it a day. And thank you so much, ma'am, connecting with me and giving your precious time.
Thank
And
you.
I love to connect with you again. And
Same.
whenever you have time, yes. And whenever I feel that you are giving a time, I'll keep on checking my message so that I can get connect again with you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, ma'am, for this, giving me your valuable time for this session. Thank you once again. Okay, bye-bye.
Okay, bye bye, ma'am. Take care.
Take care, you too.